This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I am here with Warrior Mind Coach. Since 2004, this integrated peak performance coach is helping you become the hero of your own story while awakening the true leader in yourself. I'm joined here with the mental performance coach, Gregg. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Gary, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You were formerly educated in business and management at Pepperdine University.
Go Waves.
Your experience, it's pretty vast throughout the decades here. In business and sales development, key accounting management, senior sales leadership, we're talking hitting $10 million targets out there with previous companies. This has really led you to become a sought-after human performance consultant as well as coach. Share with me a little bit how your passion for helping others has kind of developed through the years.
Wow, that's a big question. Thank you. I think when I was in sales, I started working with clients, and our conversations eventually moved from business to personal with, I'm getting stuck in this area of my life, I'm getting stuck in another area. So I would start to communicate and help them and coach them through that. And then when I left the telecom space, it was just a natural progression to move into personal, professional coaching because there's so much need for it.
Absolutely. Definitely a need out there. Webster's definition of warrior is a person engaged or experienced in warfare. A person who has shown great vigor, courage, and aggressiveness. Are these attributes beneficial not only on the battlefield, but really in our business and everyday life, would you say?
Absolutely, because a lot of times the battlefield is in our mind. It's not necessarily out there, because out there is fine, but it's all what we think about it, what we perceive. So the warrior conquers themselves, their thinking, their mind, so they attack the battlefield of the mind and address it so that they can move forward to get the results they want.
Excellent. Not every individual is driven and wants to reach outrageous personal goals, as you say. But for those who do, is this where your expertise can help them level up their personal success? And what type of individual are you normally looking for?
Well, I look for individuals that have achieved some level of success but keep hitting their head and can't go past a certain point. They could be at a high performer, they may be doing 110% of sales, but they can never reach 120%. So I work with those individuals, and usually there is a limiting belief or a blockade in their mind that stops them from taking the action. They could be achieving some sort of success. Okay, I'm going to take vacation days, and then their success drops. And so I work with them on what is actually preventing them from breaking through that barrier and then achieve the results they want.
Breaking through a barrier, definitely something we're doing our whole life, really. In sports, physical strength is required for success. How important is mental strength, and is mental strength, as a mental strength coach, is that what is required in our everyday living when it comes to success?
Absolutely. Everything starts in the mind. Everything. What we perceive as situations, how we address them, if we think we can, if we think we can't. Mental strength is essential. And there's 4 C's to mental strength, but one of them is control. When we feel we can control what we can control, we'll have more confidence and we'll be able to get the results we want.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, your approach is kind of unique. What you've kind of developed. Those who have high goals, they want a life of power, purpose, and passion with perseverance. How important is alignment in all those areas when creating the life we want?
Well, alignment is essential. It's like if your car is not aligned, you're going to wear out the tires. You're not going to go anywhere. So when we have alignment with our values, our beliefs, our virtues, our purpose, then we can tap into a unfathomable resource of energy to move forward. That's the infinite intelligence. And alignment is absolutely critical in putting that together to reach a higher level.
Or those who have high goals. Their journey is different. Each person is unique. Your journey with each client begins with a consultation. What are the questions you always ask prior to working with someone?
I try to make each one individual, but there are a few. The typical ones. What do you want? What's stopping you? What will happen if you get it? What will happen if you don't get it? And so I want to look at the pain and the pleasure part of it. And normally people will say, I don't know why I don't have it. Well, that's where the coaching comes in, because then we work on it. What's the behavior? What's they're doing? What's their thought? What's the story they're telling themselves? And by asking those questions, those are just a few of the beginning ones, but by asking those questions, I'm able to tap into the person's mindset and understand really what's holding them back.
Through those questions, you're digging in deep. You're
Right.
finding out who this person is. So clients that are a good fit for you, first of all, they're not afraid to make a change. They have the courage to begin, but yet at the same time, they have the commitment to finish what they started. So truly, would you say a warrior must follow through?
Absolutely. Commitment. A lot of people go, yes, I want this goal and I'll do whatever it takes. But the commitment to see it through, that's one of the other C's in mental strength, is commitment, meaning we set goals and see them through to the end. A lot of people will set a goal and they'll get part way there and they'll go, oh, I'll never hit it, and they stop. No, the warrior will make the commitment. If you stop in battle and go, no, I can't do this, you're done for. And we have to look at our commitments as something that is sacred to us, that we have to hit that commitment.
Absolutely. I mean, so many people take it so far, and you realize if they just went a little further, miracles can happen. Everything we see in life begins with vision, be it career, relationships, health, really all aspects. Would you say this is step number one, focusing and defining our vision?
Absolutely. The vision is important because we have to know where we're going. If we want to go on vacation, we go, hey, I want to go on vacation, but then we don't say where we want to go. So we have a vision. Do we want to go to Florida? Do we want to go to Hawaii? Do we want to go to Portugal? So that's the vision to help us move forward. But what's more important is that vision coming from past, or is it coming from your future potential? We want to establish visions of a person's future potential, not what they've already accomplished.
Let me ask you this. Once you find what they want, then do you help clients kind of see the big picture and really understand that unique strategy that is required? I mean, no one plans to fail, but they fail to plan. Does that hold true?
Right, absolutely. If there's not a plan in place, there's nothing to follow. There's no steps. Again, going on vacation. I want to go to vacation. What's your plan? I don't know. I'm just going to show up at the airport. Well, is there a plane flying? No, there's not. So the plan is absolutely essential, and that is organizing the steps. So that gets into the strategy and tactics of committing to the vision.
Many of us may have the ability to envision our dream life and maybe even see the strategy of what's required. But actual steps and tactics, is that really where the rubber meets the road? And would you say this is where true warriors execute the action through those tactics?
Yeah, if there's no action, the dream is dead. It's just a dream, it's not a vision. So the actions are essential. We have to commit to the actions. We have to make sure we know what the actions are, plan out every day. Success is scheduled. If we don't schedule our steps every day, if we don't schedule our steps every week, if we don't schedule what we need to do, we will never get to our vision.
Success is scheduled. I like that. I mean, I've never heard that before, and that is totally true. To accomplish and live out these success steps is truly where a warrior's mindset is required along the journey. I mean, you really have to have a mindset to do this. Do you develop that mindset with these clients? And I imagine that's something that's not done overnight.
Correct, and that's the challenge, is that some clients come with a different mindset, and they want to be, not cured, but they want to change in 1 or 2 sessions. Well, they fail to realize that it took 40, 45, 50 years to develop the current mindset. So first they need to have patience, 6 months to a year to make an inkling in it. But that mindset is developed by questioning the beliefs, their statements. Well, I can't do it. You can't, or you won't do it, right? So as a coach, I challenge them, I push them to really look at their story, and is it true, or is it just true for them?
Be it individuals with peak performance or corporate warriors, you've assisted men to overcome the struggle and stress of work, relationships, even anxiety that never seem to have enough time, or is this all there is? I imagine you here. I mean, really, because you have been there and done that in your past as well. Leave us with maybe an experience you have, a mountain you've climbed in your past.
Right, so in regards to that, I did climb I've climbed a few mountains and was caught in an avalanche on one in Mount Rainier. But part of making time is we can't find time, we make time. So for guys, if they want to make time for their career, if they want to have time, you have to make it. Again, getting back to success is scheduled. But it's not a work-life balance, it's a work-life harmony. Some days, some things will be accented more than others. If we try to balance it, we're going to go crazy because we can't. We absolutely cannot have a balance because we have 8 hours in a day, 8 hours of sleep, and all those other things. But to have that perseverance of climbing a mountain and going up that mountain and know it and going step after step after step, you're making the time, you will succeed.
Gregg, you teach the importance of courage, self-control, discipline. You yourself live by a code of honor. As you unlock your clients' potential as they work their way to victory, this has to be very rewarding work for you, and I'm excited to really introduce you out there to the folks. They can get in contact with you. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you can see all the services he provides and see all the testimonials. He can help you to break through what's blocking you from your full potential. Once again, that is Warrior Mind Coach. Become the hero of your own story. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.